Hello and welcome to our game of War of the Burning Sky, an adventure path by EN Publishing. We are the Tuesday Knights, and my name is Justin. I am the GM for our game. Let's go through our players.
Hi, I'm Rebecca, and I play Myetharia, the High Elf Fighter Cleric.
Hi, I'm Cassie, and I play Winry, the Tabaxi Monk.
Hi, I'm Ryan. I play Rev, the Halfling Thief.
Hi, I'm Stephanie. I play Bryn, the Half-Orc Cleric.
And I'm Rob. I play Jack, the High Elf Wizard.
The Protectors of the Past joined several faction leaders and Headmaster Simeon. Oh my. It's off the rails already. Headmaster Simeon and a grand war council to decide how the resistance would stand against Regesia. The resistance had learned that an inquisitor named Creven was put in charge of the Scourge by Leska. The Scourge was in fact a weapon, a spell focus able to send magical effects across great distances with very amplified effects. It was powered by spellcasters captured by the Regesians, held in a prison beneath the weapon. After some planning and promises of assistance from Pylus, the co-master of the Monastery of Two Winds, it was decided that the Protectors of the Past would infiltrate the prison and disable the Scourge. To cover them, an army of the resistance would attack the Regesians' fortified position. Suddenly, a massive ice storm hit the council chambers, stunning everyone within. The faint sound of the Song of Forms could be heard on the wind, as 3 wind elementals broke into the chambers, prepared to attack those within.
With a thunderous noise that fills the air, the frost forms in its lattice works of the windows and the floors with an unnatural suddenness before the doors and windows burst open as 3 blizzard elementals attack. Everybody, go ahead and roll up some initiative.
You know what time it is. I rolled an 18.
Oh, me too!
Oh, nice.
You go first.
Do I? What's your dex?
I think 0.
Oh, then yeah. Wow, 18. Look at you. Is that the best dex
Probably.
you've ever rolled? Oh, I can't change the position of guys. Gosh dang it. Stop typing, Justin.
Not it. Wasn't me.
Wow. Totally called it, Myetharia. Oh no! Oh no, the windy guys are going first.
Oh no.
Oh no, not the windy
Let's see.
boys.
I think they're icy boys.
Oh, we all know
They
Rev is
are.
going to be single digits.
Oh no, please don't.
Oh, hey, someone has initiative.
I'll take it.
No initiative advantage.
You totally gave it to me.
No,
No, I feel like it was Myetharia, but I wouldn't swear to
Oh.
it.
We're past
Oh,
the
hold
top.
on, I have it written
deck
down.
test, right?
Oh, that. I don't
I think
remember.
it's me.
It would have been a January date. I have nothing written down. So
Listen, when I got advantage and rolled well, I kicked ass in that encounter.
And then she said that you get it every other.
Yeah.
This is how I'm treated daily, guys.
This was a long. You guys, I probably didn't say it.
Whoa, Rev.
I'm just gonna say I'm manipulating the system. I didn't say it.
Look at Rev, double digits.
I pretended to start looking because Justin didn't question me.
I mean, I was curious what the answer was going to be, honestly. So I was
I only
giving you a
decided to
moment
pay
to see.
I haven't given it since like Thanksgiving.
So the first thing that you guys notice as these elementals appear is the ground and everything around you basically begins to freeze. Just ice over everywhere. Everything is slippery. Yep, it's real skatey, real slidey, and very hard to find your footing as you kind of try to react to these elementals. The second thing that you notice is the little black clicker thing that Kieran has had in the past automatically opens. Like the end of it like blossoms almost like a flower, and then a small dome surrounds him and that desk up front there, completely encasing it. It is opaque, you cannot see through it, as once it changes forms, the dome like erects from the top down to the floor, and then that's it. You don't know anything about what happened. And honestly, I should probably copy this over to the light.
Oh, and that's what the dome
area.
is because.
Nice choke.
That's what the circle is. So
that's what that little circle
is.
That little circle on the map surrounding that front desk seems to have created this rock-hard dome around them.
And Simeon's inside of it.
Simeon, Kiernan, and Xavius are all within.
Sweet.
Nice.
On their turn, these elementals begin to indiscriminately assault those around them. A couple of them move off into the spectators around initially.
Why are there spectators? Those are all the guards and stuff, right?
Yeah, they're all guards and
armored
important citizens, this sort of thing. So a couple of them start moving off into those directions. And then the last one comes shifting up, and I'm going to move him to the back, on top of the group of you. And I would like for Winry, Myetharia, Jack, and Bryn all to make a strength saving throw, please.
Ooh, is this against being pushed or moved or knocked down?
No.
But even if it
kind
was,
of the opposite in a way.
We're not holding those.
Yeah.
She has it from the boon, anyway.
Yeah, the
Indomitability.
strength.
So I'm gonna stop recording because I'm not getting, for some reason, I'm not getting the results I want out of this. So I'll have to try again next week.
Okay.
I rolled really poorly, so I'm going to use one of my Indomitables. So I re-roll it. Say I have to must use the new roll.
You got this.
Okay, what's a plus 5? 17.
Okay, 17 is a success. I see the other two Heaths over there are very happy.
Natural 20 for 21.
First one.
I rolled a natural 19 minus 1 for 18.
Also a success. And Winry?
12.
Unfortunately, a 12 is a failure.
I can use Diamond Soul to roll proficient on saving throws. Whenever you make a saving throw and fail, you spend 1 key. And I rolled a 12.
A 16 is a success, actually. It is a tie goes to the runner situation here. So all of you actually do succeed on this. You can feel the ice forming around you, trying to lock you in place, trying to prevent you from moving, trying to freeze your blood from within. But all of you are able to quickly and with vigor and power, crack the ice as it begins to form around you and keep moving to fight off the effects of this spell.
You ice.
Those in the audience are not quite so fortunate as you, as a number of them begin to freeze up, locking in place and dropping to the ground. Well, not even dropping to the ground. They become like icicles, basically, frozen in place. And you can see their mouths like stretched wide in horror as it happens. Myetharia, though, it is you next.
Yeah.
Can we like move through this thing since it's on top of us?
Yes, it is a big enough creature that medium-sized people can move through it.
Oh, yeah, it's a huge creature.
You can also end your turn in it in this case because of just how this creature exists.
Weird. Okay. Okay, swords out, speaking the word for the flames as a bonus action, and then gonna start attacking it if I can.
I would like for you to make a wisdom check for me, please.
It's a wisdom check.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because that's your spellcasting modifier, right?
Yeah, it would be because Cleric.
Okay.
I rolled a 4, so 6.
As you say the command word to your swords, expecting them to light on fire, they briefly flare, and then it immediately freezes instead, and they become icicles, basically, in your hand.
Oh, dear.
Oh, no.
Okay, is it causing any damage to me?
Not immediately, no. I would also need you to actually make a dexterity saving throw for me.
Ruh-roh.
How many saving throws tonight? And checks?
Yep, it's a good start, isn't it?
Come on, dice, do me better. Dexterity 14.
14?
14.
As you whip out your swords, your feet betray you on the slippery slope of this ground, and you find yourself prone instead.
Oh dear.
Oh, that's
Alright,
unfortunate.
well, I stand up.
That was strange.
And I stand up then. It doesn't happen at the end of my turn. I stand up and then I'll try and attack them.
Okay, go for it. You can try to make an attack.
Oh boy. Oh, I love the encouragement in your voice.
You can do it.
Dice, these dice don't want me to do anything tonight. I just rolled another 3, so that's only 14 to hit.
14 does not hit with the first swing. Having trouble finding your footing as every time you try to lean into it, throw your weight towards the swing, your feet try to slide out from underneath you instead.
Alright, a second attack.
Oh.
Oh boy, that's even worse. Oh no, that's actually better. So maybe 17?
17 does hit. I would like you to roll your fire damage still for me.
Okay.
As well as your normal damage.
Okay.
Ooh, I see,
I'm
I see
such a
where this is
dum-dum.
going.
I don't like this. Low fire damage. Only 2, because I rolled 2 1s.
Okay.
So 2 fire damage, and then for 10 slashing.
10 slashing?
Yeah.
Okay. So swinging the sword into it, it almost becomes a blunt strike because of how the ice has frozen around the length of your sword, and it smashes into it, and it does some damage, but you can see that it left behind some of the ice as it does so, and that ice just gets incorporated into this elemental again.
Did you just heal the elemental?
You still did some damage.
If I healed it what I damaged it for, so alright, third and final attack. If I can do better.
I'm so many options,
that's
guys.
funny. That just saved me.
Nice.
Not that it's gonna do much. Wish that could have been saved for a better occasion. 7 fire and 8 slashing.
That's after doubling?
Oh no, it's not, sorry. So 14 fire and what did I say? 7? So 14 slashing.
You said 8 for the slashing part. I think so. You double the dice and then add the modifier.
Plus 6. I don't know why I did 2 plus 5.
So 4 plus 6 is 10.
And 16 for.
And then
sorry,
16,
without the
14.
modifier. Sorry.
So it's
10,
2
yeah.
doubled to 4 plus 6 is 10
Yes.
for the slashing part, and then it is 14 for the other part, correct? This time
And just
the
split
swing.
14 to it.
Well, you deal 10 damage to it with the initial crack of it, but the amount of ice and stuff that gets left behind is actually more than what you hit it with to begin with. You find that it is haler and more hardy by the time that you withdraw your weapon than when you struck it to begin with.
That's unfortunate.
I'm done.
Did you do a saving throw for your swords?
I did a wisdom check.
You did a check, correct.
Alright, yeah, that's let me see if I want to move. I don't think I do though. I'm just gonna move here. So not out of its reach. Out of it. And that's it.
Okay. I haven't seen you move yet, but that might be on my... There it is. Okay. Jack, it is you up next. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay. Nope.
Jack, you also have trouble finding your footing when you first try to stand up from the desk and instead fall flat on your face.
Okay. I stand up. And I imagine when I go down, it's just like ass over tea kettle, and I'm just like legs up in the air. But I'll stand up. I'll move 5, 10, 15 feet right there. And as I'm moving, I am going to move past Rev and thrust Parallax up in the air. And let me see what is included in this. Verbal somatic material. And I don't know, shouts some verbal components. Not being very creative, apparently. And 3 beams from the tip of Parallax fire off to each of these guys. I need each of them to make a wisdom saving throw. I'm doing hold monster at 7th level to hit all 3 of them.
All right. Starting big.
People in the audience are straight up dead?
Yes.
Jeez.
Straight up dead. And in fact, as Jack moves around and you kind of look around, you notice that everyone besides you is frozen in place, as though stunned.
Oh, from the ice?
No.
From the ice storm earlier.
So the wisdom saving throws, the first one, which is the one that's on top of you, I rolled a 19 on. The other 2 will both fail with a 6 and a 12.
Okay. With the one that rolled a 19, are we thinking they're actually like tornadoes, like they're spinning in like a cyclone sort of effect?
Sure, they're like blizzards, little localized blizzards.
Okay. So then, as that one seems to resist, I'll reach into my pocket and pull out my wand, and I'll point it at that one, utter a few more words, and it starts spinning the opposite direction. I'm doing chronal shift on that guy. He has to re-roll.
Nice. Nice
and
flavor.
He will also fail.
Nice. All right, they are all 3 paralyzed.
Oh.
The fuck was that?
That was...
Oh, is your earbuds dying?
They're not dying.
Mine just beeped. So for those that don't know, paralyzed bad.
Yeah.
Gonna look it up and read it quick.
Oh, paralyzed, huh? Well, I have bad news for you.
They can't be paralyzed.
Elementals here cannot be paralyzed. They are immune to that condition.
That hurts. Damn.
Can they just be like restrained then? Help us any.
A little bit.
I'll help you instead. Also, they are also immune to restraint. They are more force of nature rather than physical being.
Oh well, shit.
Yeah,
now
what's going to be gripping those? You know.
Yeah, that's true. Well, it's my turn. That was a 7th level spell, Justin.
I'm sorry.
You're not.
Bryn,
I have no idea what I'm going to do. I have no idea.
Well, the first thing you're going to do is roll a dexterity saving throw.
$19.
Very nice. You find your footing just fine.
Oh boy, I have so many options and I don't know what to do. Can I just lay them out and you guys pick which one you want?
No.
No.
Decisive.
Okay, so they're not paralyzed. All right, I'm gonna try it. I'm going to reach my arms up into the blizzard, and I'm going to cast Banishment.
Oh, okay.
So, Charisma 19.
The one before you, that's a 5.
Yes.
That is definitely a failure.
It is immune to banishment.
Yeah, right. No, I need to look at exactly what this says for what it does.
It's either a harmless demiplane, or unless it is native to a different plane of existence, the target is banished to its home plane. But if it...
Gosh, I don't really know how that would work, because these are... I guess this is technically its home plane because they don't exist otherwise. Like, they're not being summoned here, so to speak, from somewhere else.
Okay.
They're being created. So I will say it does get popped out of existence, though, at least. And so the one that is right next to you, at least, goes pop and is gone from vision.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice work.
I can cast another spell, right?
Nope.
Okay, then I will...
That was an easy one.
5, 10, 15, 20... 5... I'm gonna... Dukes of Hazzard over the table and come down here. Okay.
Just sliding across the ice as she goes to the other side. Rev, make a dexterity saving throw to start your turn, please.
Oh boy. If I can do it, you can do it.
Do I have reliable talent on dexterity saving throw?
I believe it's skill checks, not saving throws.
Yeah, it's ability checks. Okay, 14.
And unfortunately, Rev, as you are startled initially too, you do fall prone initially to start your turn.
Okay. So it's half my movement to stand up, right?
Yep.
And that's a saving throw again?
It is.
Right, well, I can still make it here. And I saw Myetharia try to ignite her blades, and they were frozen. Was that because she was inside the tornado at the time of trying to do it?
Don't know.
Yeah, I guess well, okay. Yeah, then I'm going to take a chance, and as I slide over the table, I'm going to flick the blade and see if I can light it up with a fire.
Okay. I need you to make a wisdom ability check also.
Wisdom ability check. So that's different than a saving throw.
Yes, just a wisdom check.
I guess it is +1 no matter what, so 10.
And as the blade begins to form with fire for a moment, it quickly gets encased in ice as well.
Okay. That's not good. Couldn't have done that. Guess I'm gonna... Can I use my action to try to like hear for the source of the song that's the like messed up song that's being played right now? Can I
the song was in the air for a moment and then it faded again. It was not a constant sound.
Okay, so we're not hearing.
It is
anything
not going
right
on
now.
currently, correct?
And it's quieter.
Oh
And-
shoot! I just banished the one to the GM layer that I had the initiative set for.
Was the did they blasted in through the doors?
The doors and the windows both are kind of shattered out. Actually, that's a very good point. Let me pop a couple of doors here because the ice was supposed to have done so. Great point.
I'm just trying to think if I'm like missing something. But honestly, let's just be a dumb jock and try and slice this thing, huh?
Perfect. Let's see it. .
Rolled a 5, 16.
16 does hit.
Oh, nice. Do I get sneak attack because of all these people in the...
No, because they're all stunned and therefore not actually a
threatening.
combat threat.
All right, so 14, I believe.
I'm waiting for the damage roll to come through. So 14 piercing and then 2 cold, so 12 effective damage.
It would have been 2 cold or 4 fire.
Oh, you're right. It was the 4. Thank you.
Yeah, it's the 4.
Add those extra 2 back on there.
Yeah, well.
As similar to what you saw with Myetharia, the sword kind of pierces or slashes into it a little bit, and it leaves residual ice back where it was, just kind of adding to the effect.
By the way, I wanted to mention that, remember when I told you about how D&D Beyond, when I roll, like it wasn't doing the 1 roll anymore? Yeah. It's doing it again, which might be just because I'm on a different computer.
Weird.
But it did. I did roll a 1 at first, and then it re-rolled automatically. So cool. I'm monitoring it. But I just wanted to let you know.
Thank you.
Oh, I think I see it when you hover over it in
yeah,
in
it
roll
has
20.
that little tilde there.
That's
yeah,
helpful.
where 1d20 are less than or equal to 1, so it will re-roll if less than or equal to 1 plus 11. It rolled a 1, the tilde 1, and then it avoids it, then says 5 plus 5 plus 11. Cool.
Yep.
Glad that that's working well.
Well, I mean, we just need to keep track of what thing is
as
effing up
appropriate again.
Yeah. All right. So I
think the third most common conversation topic in this game is macros.
That's what we do. So I go to bed.
All right, that is my turn.
Well, you need to wait a minute. Winry, it's your turn.
Hush, child.
I need to
There's
make a
monsters under my
dexterity
bed.
saving throw.
You do need to make a dexterity saving throw to start
No,
your turn.
there's monsters on this TV screen. Let me find them.
Right here.
Oh, that was super nerdy.
Let's see, total
Perfect. You are totally fine on your feet for right now.
right now.
You heard me.
I'm gonna go right here.
Run up near Rev.
For Rev.
Yep.
And start punching.
Go for it.
Fortunately, I only do roll damage for my extra.
Does it
D6?
say you may or you do?
Hi, go upstairs, please.
There's no monsters under your bed and you know it.
The first creature you hit with an unarmed strike takes an additional 1d6 damage. And it's still cold, so it has to.
It sounds like it just happens whether or not.
Unless I punch Rev first.
Which, that'd be an interesting move. I heard Becca laugh in the distance.
Can I punch something? No, it has to be maybe a death.
No, and I'm not doing the bag of rats tactic either. That doesn't work.
I need to punch Rev.
Yeah? I don't think it's worth it. I'm going to put it out there. I don't think it's worth it.
Okay. Stop. One.
That definitely hits.
Wow.
By the way, it's 2d6 because it's after level 11. It might make it so that your first attack does nothing effectively, but I don't think that you're going to do more healing than damage, likely. Unless you get really unlucky.
Likely.
10. We'll do piercing.
Yep.
Oh, 3 full damage.
See? So you deal 7 damage effectively with your first strike.
Again.
I feel like I should be paying attention to that math, but it's a lot right now.
19.
They're doing ice damage. Or cold damage.
16.
Very nice.
And we'll do flurry of blows.
Okay. 2 additional strikes.
15 plus 12.
Does hit.
6 plus 7.
She's moving in.
13 damage.
Yeah, right? Child. 15 plus 12.
Yep.
10 damage.
Very nice. As you strike it a whole bunch of times, you can almost hear in the back of your mind like a voice as it says, "No, I must bring the cold. Don't stop me." None of the rest of you can understand this, I don't believe, unless you speak Orin, as I believe Winry does.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
You just hear like the gusting of wind around you, but Winry can pick out the actual words that it's saying instead. Anything else on your turn, Winry?
Nope.
Okay, perfect. On its turn, it is going to, the top one that you guys are next to, is going to let loose a blast of freezing wind that comes out from it. It shoots out through Rev into Jack and into Myetharia beyond. All of you 3, I would like to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay.
Nice.
Does anyone have resistance to cold damage? Just
I do.
Stephanie does.
My dice!
They hate you right now?
16 for me.
2. So that's 9.
Not good.
Not a lot.
I see Rev rolled a 3 there.
Oh, the 3.
Yikes, guys.
The 3.
So Jack, you do succeed. And so therefore you only take half damage here.
Oh,
I ducked
have
behind the
inspiration.
desk.
I have inspiration. Can I use that?
Sure. It is a d20 roll.
From burying.
I had inspiration.
Oh,
I do have inspiration.
And you guys wonder why I don't give it out very often.
Yeah, that's why, Justin. 100%.
I need to really get used to it though. At some point.
You do. It's a
I rolled a
full-on
4.
mechanic in Pathfinder.
Oh,
Even better.
So that's 11.
Switch your dice.
All right, so Jack, you take 9 points of cold damage. And that's all for you.
All for me.
Rev and Myetharia, you guys take 19 points of cold damage. And you also roll all attack rolls for the next round with disadvantage.
It's fine. It's so fine.
Okay.
How much damage did you say?
19 cold damage.
And roll with disadvantage.
The other elemental that you can see drifts over to the next section of people. Yep, does. And a swath of bodies freeze up underneath it again as it continues to lay waste to the civilians around. And that is the end of its turn, though. And so, Myetharia, it will be your turn next.
Shit. I can't do bless.
You can't.
How bad does this one in front of me look?
No.
Winry's
it's
been
only just
wailing
gone for a
on.
minute.
The one in front of you that Winry's been hitting looks okay-ish. I don't know how to answer that, honestly.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring him to the front now, on top of all of those dead bodies.
Move to here. And then I'm gonna fire breath.
okay.
As my swords are present. And for flair, can I put my swords in front of me to like melt them as I breathe?
You can try to. I would like for you to make a wisdom saving spell check, the spellcasting ability check. There we go.
Okay, so that's
A wisdom check once more.
oh, just another wisdom check. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Just gonna use a random die over here on that I never use. That's a 7. So that would be 9, I think. No. Yep, check. 9. I was like, wait, no, my saving throw is so much higher. That's not what you asked for.
Oh, it's your spellcasting modifier, right? So make sure you're looking at that section.
Yeah. It's just a +2. It's the same as my wisdom's +2. That's all it is.
Okay,
yeah.
I just wanted to make sure. So as you breathe out this fire from within, you feel it welling up, and as it comes out of your mouth, it comes out as an icy blast. Could we please roll? What do I do for this?
3d6,
it rolls
right?
first. No. Dexterity saving throw first.
Yep.
I am going to insist on that dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, it still makes the save. Oh, it succeeds.
So only gets
So
half
it only
the
gets
healing.
half the healing.
Yeah.
Half the
exactly.
healing. Okay, 4d6.
Let's see.
And they're all high. Yep, 3, 5, 5, 6. Of course, yep. So that's 10, 19. 19 cold to it.
So
Or no,
9
half that.
points of healing only. Not too bad, but it's not great. As Myetharia
Pissing me
effectively
off.
feeds a potion into it.
Oh, that's bad.
And you guys all kind of
Okay.
look at her afterwards, and you're like, what the heck? And she looks as dumbfounded as you that this icy wind came out from where flames were supposed to go.
I feel sick. She feels sick. Okay, well, let me see what I've got.
She also breathed fire for a second. That was kind of cool.
Millisecond, yeah, and it was gone. Well, I know I can't get far enough to hit it with my swords because it was like 35 feet away. And I have an action still.
I'm really bad at remembering this. Could you make a dexterity saving throw at the start of your turn?
Sure.
Let's just add to this.
What's my plus again? Dexterity, 19.
Okay, you're fine then this time.
Well, I guess I'll do, Guiding Bolt? Do one of those.
You've already... Oh, is that a bonus action for the other?
The Fire Breath is
Okay.
a bonus action.
Okay, so I'm good with that.
Great. Hit DC.
As it
See
is
if I can
using
hit
a
it.
magic item instead of casting a spell in this case.
I was gonna say if it's that's what it is, unless you're ruling that it's a spell, but it's magical
I
weapon.
think we comes from an item. It is casting the spell. Oh, did we drop out?
Nope, Craig
No,
Craig
you
dropped
didn't.
for a second and then came right back.
Craig, don't scare us like that.
It doesn't matter because I rolled a 1,
I was trying to
and I'm
look
gonna
it
throw
up.
all my
but-
dice away.
We talked about this last time because in theory, if you
4
could cast
dice.
from a wand of fireballs and then cast fireball
true.
yourself, you'd cast 2 fireballs in a turn.
It's true, this is effectively an item. You're right, I was trying to decide if it's a leveled spell, honestly, was the other part that I was looking for.
Which one?
Are you
It
ruling
probably
that
is like a first level spell.
Are you ruling
Dragon's
that
Breath?
Fire Breath is a spell? Of Fire Breath is a spell?
That's what I was trying to decide. So I can't find the item on you, though. I was trying to find it.
Oh no,
Oh,
you
it's
never
a
put it on
potion
because
of fire breath?
you never
Well.
put it on my sheet because I wanted it to be a secret. And then it wasn't a
that's
secret
why.
and we forgot to add it.
Nice. Okay. So I think
yeah.
that it allowed you to use the potion of fire breath, right? Was what
Right, but it was a single charge of Fire Breath, not like 3
Yeah.
to 5.
So yeah,
breaths.
I think that this is fine as not a leveled spell. So I think we're good with that. And then the guiding bolt would be your leveled spell.
Yep.
Did you hear that, Becca?
I almost wish you'd ruled it as a spell because I
Sorry.
rolled a 1 to attack. So, it's my turn. I healed the thing, and then I failed at hitting it at all.
And then, yeah, just this guiding bolt as you're like sliding across the ice, trying to look really cool doing it, and like stumble a little bit and shoot off into the sky out the window instead behind it.
She's never done a guiding bolt either before, so I know it's first time ever doing it.
It's true. It is a new thing for you. Jack, it's you next.
Do I make a dexterity saving throw?
You do make a dexterity saving throw at the start of your turn.
Terrible. Wow, that's the same exact thing that I rolled for my last dexterity saving throw.
You fall flat on your butt.
I try to catch myself, like I start slipping and I try to catch myself like in between the two desks and my arm slips and I like hit the desk and fall down.
Comedy maneuver.
It's not cool, but it's the way it is. All right, I'm gonna step after I stand up. I'm just gonna step out to there. I want to know if so far I think we've only seen fire damage and cold damage have positive effects on this guy. Is there any way for me to like take a guess as to whether like all other magic types would do that as well, or just fire because it's the opposite of ice?
So I would let you spend your action to do that. Yes.
Shit.
If you're playing Pathfinder, that would totally be a thing you could do with one of your actions.
Yeah, recall knowledge, yeah. It looks like pretty much everyone... Hey, other point. You said all these other people are stunned, didn't you?
Yep. They're all
I was going to say, shouldn't they all be running away?
This is Justin saying, I'm not running 1,500 NPCs.
No, it's not. There's a reason here.
My action, huh?
Were you trying to figure out if other damage can do stuff?
Yeah. Pretty much everyone in the audience has been frozen, right? There's just a couple scragglers.
Yeah, about more than half of them at least.
Gonna roll a d4.
Decide what to do.
On evens, I do the check. On odds, I just go for it. It was a 4. All right, I'll use my action to try to figure that out.
Okay, go ahead and make an Arcana check for me.
Hell yeah. Really good. 27.
So kind of just feeling the arcane weave in the area and the residue of the spell that seemed to have summoned them. What you can pick out from this is that they have an innate ability to change fire into ice around them.
Okay.
They do have some small resistances to certain types of magic, but not the overwhelming exchange into ice that will heal them instead. That is a fire exclusive thing.
Yeah.
That's great to know.
You also do know that they are, however, vulnerable to fire. If you can get it to go.
If it would just land, it would be really bad.
All right. So what I'm hearing,
if you can succeed that spellcasting ability check, you can gamble for that double damage.
All right, I'm gonna use.
Damn it, Justin! You know exactly who you're talking to, and I'll fight you.
Excuse me. I'm gonna use the rest of my turn to just yell out to everyone that information. Just fire hurts them if you can land it. Any other damage beyond cold is good to go. And I'm going to step against the wall. And that's my turn.
Kind of stepping next to what are effectively dummies sitting in the chairs next to you, kind of half frozen up to the waist, and the other half of them unmoving, except for their eyes, which look like they're darting back and forth in terror as they watch what's happening, unable to move. Bryn,
I poke him. No, I don't.
It's you next. Could you make a dexterity saving throw to start your turn?
You gotta roll all those dice.
I don't have to. I picked up more. 15.
15 is not enough. You land on your face instead as you are trying to make that cool slide at the end of your last turn. Unfortunately, you end up toppling.
The question is, Justin, what is the DC for this wisdom check?
That is the question, isn't it? And one that I didn't give an answer to explicitly.
Okay. Well,
it's almost like he doesn't want you to know.
It is not impossible. I will say that.
Hey.
I did it.
Me.
I'm hoping Rula Cool is gonna save me here. Oh, this sucks though.
Why did you move?
All right, 1, 2. I'm gonna hit that chick no matter what.
Every time Becca's eating something, it makes me want to have ramen.
Yeah.
It always looks like ramen.
It's macaroni right now.
All right,
I'm on a pasta binge.
Whatever Josh made last time looked delicious.
I'll have to send it to you guys.
It looked like fancy ramen.
So I'm going to raise the torch into the sky and call down a flame strike right here. I understand it will hit this chick, but
yeah, some civilian.
Sorry, I like Winry better.
Okay. So this is dexterity. Is that correct?
Yes.
So the chick auto fails it because she's stunned and therefore is incinerated immediately. Just throwing that out there. And in fact, well, actually, no, even if it's cold damage, she's going to die one way or the other. What I'd like for you to do to start is to make a spell casting ability check for me.
So
I will roll 2 dex saves for the other 2.
I add this 5.
Yeah. Oh wait, what is she rolling?
Spell casting ability check.
Yeah, +5.
Oh, I want to throw up.
I'm trying to see if there's anything I can do to help you.
20.
Yes.
Do it.
Very nice.
Jeez.
So you feel it as you're calling these flames into being. You feel them trying to freeze up around you, but you are stronger than that. You have more will than that, and you overpower it, and the flames erupt down from the sky onto them. The top one was a failure. I rolled a 9. The bottom one, though, rolled a 24 on its dex
Holy
save.
shit.
I'll do silvery barbs on that one.
Okay.
I see that it's kind of like resisting the fire, and I'll thrust Parallax out and just like, I don't know, chaotic beam blast into it.
All right, fire damage first.
And you hear in the back of your mind, "You too shall burn." That's a 10 for the save. And failure as well.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Let's
Thinking.
go.
I'm so mad. 8 fire damage.
What?
Yeah, I rolled 2 ones. I knew I shouldn't have called my shots.
But it's fire.
Radiant. Oh. 14 radiant damage. You can switch them.
46 of each. Yep. So 8 is 16, and then 14, so 30 points of damage. Would you let me click this stupid thing? What is happening? There we go.
Oh, I'm thinking
A solid 30 points of damage to each of them, however, as the flames rain down from the sky, and they thought they would be protected in their icy veil around them, but instead they just roast like anything else.
Nice.
The top one, you can see the winds are faltering a little bit, just starting to kind of ebb and flow more than they were before. They were a tirade before, as it just was swimming around, but now they're starting to have flickers within them. Anything else for your turn?
Is my turn.
I'm sorry, you said the top one is that way?
Yes.
Like
The top
the one by us?
Yep.
Okay.
Rev, it is you next. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, and then I need you to remember that you have disadvantage on all attacks.
Thought it was just for that last turn.
This is still his next turn.
the same turn.
This is his
13.
Unfortunately, you also slip on the ice to start your turn.
Man.
Ice capades up in here.
Yeah, my rolls have been like
You rolled a 2 and a 3 so far.
Feel that.
Had a 4. I guess I'll just try and stand up and attack it. I don't know.
Sure, go for it. So I will let you know you are not bound to leaving the flames on in your weapon. You can turn them off and use a bonus action to crack the ice off of them, basically, to free from healing them at least.
What if I
Same with you, Myetharia.
What if I used a bonus action to try to light the flame again?
That'd be fine. I'm totally good with that. So it'd be a no action basically to stop concentrating on it, and then you try to turn it on again.
Yeah, so I'm gonna shake off that flame to see if I can get the flames going, or like shake off the ice, like kind of tap it against the ground or something. I don't know, against my boot. So do I have to roll a wisdom thing?
You sure do. Another wisdom check for me, please.
7. So
Well, you crack it against your foot. The ice falls off initially, but then as you relight it, it once again ices over.
all right.
Oh, hey, wait a second. Oh, I didn't say it.
With Winry there, I guess I can make an attack. That's
So I forgot with silvery barbs I'm supposed to give someone advantage. Can I give it to Rev, or is it too late for that?
Sure, I'm good with that.
Okay, so
But
that
I
should
don't-
negate his disadvantage, right?
So it'd just be a straight roll.
Yes,
Which
I
means
think
that
that
you
is
can
correct.
Oh, was it?
I feel
What
like
was
we've
it?
looked at that before.
It was disadvantage to my attack roll, right?
Correct.
Right.
And so this would be when you have both advantage and disadvantage, you technically have neither, is the way that it is worded. So yes, if you gave him advantage for this strike, he would be rolling at straight instead.
If you're okay with that, otherwise I can give it to Winry because
I'm good with that.
already started. Okay.
I'm good with it.
So yeah, that would wipe out your disadvantage, and since Winry's there, you can still get sneak attack if you hit.
Great. Thank you.
If
That really
you
helps a
hit.
lot. Well, I rolled a 23.
23 does it.
Wait, do you want to do sneak attack with your goldy swords now?
Then you
The
just knock
sneak
it off.
attack part of
No,
it
it
does
can
not
get on.
do cold, it does more piercing.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. So 5 fire damage, but it's let's see,
37 minus 5, 32 points of damage
Nice.
after the resist or the absorb
Nice.
or whatever.
40, yeah.
Absorbs.
Absorb.
And that's my turn. I'm gonna stay
That's
right.
still
Awesome.
very solid. This thing is definitely starting to look worn as it becomes Winry's turn. You make a dexterity saving throw for me, please.
And track around.
This is the end of the third round. I think.
23.
Winry's
Steph,
the
that's
end
right.
of round 2.
Yep.
23
So
is
you-
good. You remain upright.
We got lots of
I'm going to kick him.
Go for it.
Hit.
Yeah, you've
27.
gendered him. How dare you? That's it.
That cyclone doesn't have genitals.
Is 11 piercing,
Yeah, that's the first place I looked when I was trying to figure out the.
10
It's
cold,
resistance.
1 damage.
A rough 1 point on the first attack,
Again.
but
Just
from
as long as
here
you're at the
on, they get better.
Oh,
Hey, you guys, I thought I could do bless, but banishment's concentration, so
that
sorry.
one.
Oh.
Second strike
Fresh
just
glass,
doesn't
that's
find
Yep.
anything solid to hit in the center of this elemental.
And then I'll do Flurry of Blows again. 30.
Oh, yeah,
30
that-
hit.
That very much hits.
17.
There you go. Solid damage.
And 15 to hit.
15 does hit. That is the AC for you guys, if you'd like to
Nice.
note that
Good to
down.
know.
17.
Good to know.
Again.
Oof.
Full
It
damage.
is barely holding together. There's just a faint scrap of wind around there, but it is still alive as it becomes its turn, unless you're going to move.
Nope.
Okay.
Then
What does it want to do on its turn? It's going
Just surrender.
to.
Oh.
Can't quite reach other people, so it's going to float kind of above and around Winry and Rev. As it does so, the world becomes dark for you guys, as you are technically heavily obscured while you're within it. In terms of your ability to see anything. I didn't mention that before because no one had really attacked while they were within it, so it didn't end up really mattering. But you are now within it as it does so, and then it will attempt to freeze you guys again. The two of you, please make strength saving throws for me.
You can do it.
Look at you. Rev,
Hey!
full of vigor and strength.
18.
24.
Because I have a -1 to my.
24?
Yeah, I rolled 9.
Woof. Both
Wow.
of you, everybody ignoring that cold damage, able to crack through and resist everything that it throws out. The other elemental, tried to drop my dice on the ground. Didn't make it. Will kind of hover around. And it's going to kind of shimmy its way over here next to Bryn. And as it does so, it is going to see that there's a real issue going on here a little bit. And it's going to throw out another one of these gales, a blast of wind. This time it goes through Bryn, in Myetharia, into Jack, that kind of diagonal slightly line there. So I'd like all three of you to please make a Constitution saving throw. Bryn, you have advantage on this because you are resistant to cold.
Oh, nice. Nice.
17.
Which three of us here?
Bryn, Myetharia, Jack.
Okay, that's fine.
And it is Constitution, yes.
13.
19.
Myetharia and Bryn, both of the 19s, both do successfully save. So, Myetharia, you take 10 points of cold damage. Bryn, you take 5 points of cold damage because you have the half. Jack, you take 20 points of cold damage. And you do have disadvantage once more on any attack rolls until the end of its next turn.
I don't roll those things.
You do sometimes. You have some attacks.
I won't.
But
I passed my con save for banishment.
perfect. That is the end of both of their turns. Myetharia, it is you next. Could you make a dex save?
Sure.
Could you? I think the better question is, can you pass a dex save?
That's fair. 'Cause you certainly can make it.
11.
11. Myetharia, really enjoying floundering about on the ice here. Not used to
Her
these
hair,
conditions.
her hair has to be a mess. Her clothes are just like all tangled up.
That
Frost
changes my
everywhere.
mood. Just pissed.
Why does it change your turn? You just gotta take one step forward.
I'm just sad because I was gonna attack the other guy.
Well, this guy.
Fine.
Yeah. Let's focus fire.
Justin, did you say that it was a bonus action or a free action to knock the ice off?
So it would be a bonus action to knock the ice off typically, or a bonus action to try to relight them and create fire if you wanted to try to do that instead. But that comes with the gamble of needing to succeed. The other one is free and you can always do it. The other one is a gamble to get an advantage or a disadvantage.
Oh.
It's almost dead. Just don't worry about the fire. Slice them up.
Well, there's another one, and then we're gonna have to deal with the one that's banished.
In a while.
Yes, I'm a forward thinker.
Well, forward
Real
thinker,
fast.
there's a monster right in front of you that's killing your friends. Forward think your sword right into it.
I don't have another turn until right before my next turn, so that one could easily get killed by Winry alone.
Come on.
It's like, I'm gonna try and reignite.
Thinking too hard,
Okay.
girlfriend.
Make a wisdom check, please.
I'm just worrying a lot.
Yeah, that's the definition of thinking too hard.
Oh! I rolled a 17. That's a 17. So 19 total.
Perfect. The swords this time ignite with
Hey,
flames
she
from
did
within.
it.
All right, now I'll
Time
slack
not.
at it.
Yeah,
Don't
not
say that.
suppressed
Standing
instead.
up,
Mhm.
taking one step. And
You look cool now.
try and hit it. Yeah, I do now with fire, you know.
I'm gonna give you a freebie one
Easy.
half step there so you went that direction.
I move myself. Not.
See, that's what you get when you roll like trash the whole time. Justin starts feeling bad and gives you a little extras.
Oh.
Wow.
Right.
What's the roll?
I just rolled another 17, so that's
Rip.
28 to hit.
Very nice.
Right.
Definitely hits.
Hey.
Fire.
Get one.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Hey.
It's.
Just gonna let it
wasn't that
roll,
easy?
but
Alright.
it had 3 hit points remaining. As the first of the elementals kind of disperses, it just like disintegrates into the wind. As like a burst of icy cold kind of fills the room for a brief moment and then is gone.
Alright, so I took 15 to stand up, right? 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah. I can.
It is obnoxiously 5 feet outside of your range here.
Yep. Darn it. I throw one of my swords. No, I'm not gonna do that.
Probably good.
Oh, I hate this. This is annoying. I could use my action surge, but I don't really want to.
Well, you can't use your action surge to move and attack.
It gives me another action.
Which is
Yeah,
either
that'd be
move or
weird because I
attack.
technically have 2 more attacks on this action. So yeah, I don't know how that would work, or if Justin
Yeah,
would
you'd
allow
still have
that.
your 2. You'd still have your 2 attacks.
You could use your action surge to move up to it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah.
It's not a bad idea.
I guess I'll do it since I've got the fire right now. Who knows if we'll have it next turn?
Yeah,
Take
true.
advantage while you got it.
Action surge and move 5 feet. And
Right while
does
the
feel bad.
iron is hot, so to speak.
yeah. All right. I hit it, or at least attempt to.
Iron, sword, hot.
Yeah, it made sense.
The next one does not hit because I rolled another 2. Third one, please don't make this in vain. Okay, I rolled a 16, so 27.
Perfect. Definitely hits.
Holy moly.
Tell me the fire is separate from the slashing, please.
Alright, that's 8 slashing and 10 fire, so I don't know, double or
Nice.
whatever it is.
28 points of damage from that as the fire slashes through and you
Woof.
see it beginning to melt.
Good.
28 damage, not bad. Not bad for an action surge. That's reasonable.
I'd say it's worth it.
Alright, that's my turn.
Very nice. Jack, dexterity saving throw.
I kind of want to choose to fail it.
You can always do that.
So each time I've rolled a 9, this time I rolled a 6, which is an upside down 9.
Why? Oh, you rolled a different. I thought that was.
And
I fall down.
topsy-turvy, just like your dice, you end up on your butt.
Yep.
Man, I'm on fire right now, guys. Good thing we're recording this.
Wouldn't want anyone to miss this.
Missed these.
This is
Top
A material,
shelf
guys.
I'm going to step up. I'm going to point Parallax at...
Using the desk as a brace.
Yeah, like one hand on the desk, the other hand with Parallax out.
It's like that guy with a shovel trying to.
No. This is what I do. I go to point Parallax at it, but I slip again, so I flip Parallax around like a dagger and stab him into the wood, and I pull out my wand instead.
Oh.
have it kind of like steady me.
Nice.
And I will conjure a little green ball at the tip of my wand, pointing it at him. And then I'm going to flick my wand, and the ball is going to kind of fly up and into the top of the cyclone. And it bursts with some sickly green energy. He needs to make a dexterity saving throw. I'm casting Disintegrate on him.
Ooh, very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Dexterity, you said?
Disintegration.
Jace.
'Tis a 12. That is a failure.
That's big ol' fail.
Woo!
Oh, that's a lot of ones. 3, 6, 10.
I mean, it still does a lot because it's
17.
like plus 70, right?
Yep. 17, 23. It's not very good damage, but it's 69 damage.
Nice.
Oh, it's only plus
60.
It's a
plus 40.
Oh, it's plus 40. Okay.
Yeah, 10d6 plus 40. I rolled.
Very nice.
Oh my gosh, so many 2s and 2 1s. Ugh. You hate to see it. So 69 damage.
The
As
spell
it bursts out.
begins to rip it apart, but it still is formed afterwards. After the energy fades, it looks rough,
Woof.
but it is still around. Oh, I can't.
Ooh, I like it. I like this setup.
I can't embed play that video, Steph. Anything else for you, Jack?
I want to say something quippy, but I'm tired.
Yep.
Or Ryan didn't.
This
watch it.
is what I imagine, Steph. Jack doing.
Yeah. That's it.
Bryn, you're up next.
Actually, wait. I fell down, right?
You did.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Dexterity saving throw.
No.
I won't even let her get a sentence out.
Nope.
Hey!
19.
Very nice. Bryn,
Can
unaffected
I
by the
roll
ice.
all these for my feats, please? Okay.
Yes, to
Oh.
stand upright.
That's what I thought she was saying.
Oh.
Your foot, sirs.
So I saw Jack send that sickly green light and the blizzard sort of shrink.
Mhm.
So I'll again raise the torch of the burning sky to boop him.
She's gonna boop him?
I'm just gonna
Smack him in
boop
the
him.
face.
It's a mace.
See
I
ya.
mean, technically.
Boop him.
Oh shit. 16?
That does hit.
Alright.
Boop
all right.
effectively.
Good booping.
Does this do just a hit? Bludgeoning. Okay. Max damage, 10 points.
10 is not enough to kill it, but it.
You don't have any modifier?
It's a d6.
Oh, plus 4.
I was hoping it would be enough. Okay. Since I did that. No, that's an action. Shit!
Wait, infuse strikes.
Oh! Divine! Oh! I have that!
I know.
I never get to use it!
I know. That's why I said it.
Divine Strike. Ooh, it's 2d8.
Ooh, very nice. 2d8 radiant. Let's see. You got a chance here. Like 50-50 roughly.
Oh, shit. No, I don't, because I rolled 3
Well,
with 2 dice.
you had like a 50-50 chance. You just failed.
Gosh, it hurts!
I remember it though.
I'm
Would've
half
been
tempted
pretty
to get
cool.
spiritual weapon at 2nd level to finish this.
Do it. Leave it all on the field, man.
You know what? I haven't used any spells, so sure, I'm casting spiritual weapon. And another mace.
You've just been using the torch of the
mace.
burning sky, you know, whatever.
My spiritual weapon will still look like my old mace, the healer's mace.
Aw.
Come on. 16 plus 11.
Does
Yeah.
hit.
Okay, 1d8 plus 5.
You're leaving it all on the field. Let's see it.
8 damage.
8 is enough, as this elemental also
totally
is
worth it.
Yay!
All right, now what are we gonna do about this other one? Circle around and everybody get their. Oh, so yeah, everybody get their fire stuff ready.
Yep.
And circle around because we can get the fire stuff ready before it.
Where was it?
Comes back. It was up by where Jack is.
Yeah, it's pretty much right where I'm standing.
Does it come back?
A while.
Either I can let it come back, or we've got another 6 times 3, 48 seconds.
All right, let's get into position.
Okay. So you can feel free to do whatever you'd like to prep. And as you're doing that, you hear a click from behind you as the wall, if I can grab it, there we go, drops. And you see within the 3 of them looking disheveled a little bit, but relatively calm, as Simeon, suddenly you get sound basically coming through, and you hear Simeon saying looking at Kieran and saying, "I don't care, let me go! We need to help!" As he drops it kind of thing. And Kiernan's like, yes, sir. I have, sir.
Chill, homie.
And as you guys are preparing, basically, the ice is still kind of around you. It's starting to thaw as there's no elemental there currently. Simeon kind of striding around the table towards you guys. It's like...
And slips and falls. Roll a dex save.
Sure. He rolls a natural 1.
Breaks his neck. Campaign over.
As soon as he gets out from where the bubble was, he steps onto the first bit of ice and promptly face plants into the ground. He's like, I know there was one. Just falls straight into the ground.
I'll help him up.
That was a little embarrassing. There was one more, yes?
Yeah, I think he's getting back soon.
Well, I can be of some use at least. Kieran, attend! Kieran also steps up. What Simeon is going to do is actually he's going to move back to safety because that was totally the right thing to do anyway. But he is going to infuse the weapon of anyone who makes a melee attack with flames is his action basically for you guys. And I would say is in addition to any flame that you already have.
Ooh.
I would say let it be Rev, and then I can.
It is for I can do up to 3 creatures.
Oh, shnikes.
Oh, damn.
Because I could do Guiding Bolt that gives Rev advantage. Well, he doesn't really need the advantage. I could do it to give Myetharia advantage because Becca can't roll.
Rip.
I could give myself Fighting Spirit, which would give me advantage on every roll. So there's that. It's just a bonus action, which I've had to use.
To relight.
Yeah.
And as your time roughly starts to end here and this creature reappears, you all get 1 round to do what you would like. And we'll just follow initiative in order to do this. So Myetharia, we'll lead off with you.
Wait, who has the fire from Simeon?
Yep, you get an additional 2d6 on any hit you make of fire damage.
Oh, excellent.
Oh, Winry should get it.
Winry gets it too, so does Rev. The 3 of them are the 3 that were chosen.
3. I forgot it was 3.
Yeah. I'll do Fighting Spirit to give myself advantage on my attacks.
Okay. Honestly, you guys can basically all do your attacks here all at once if you want. And just kind of, we'll talk about them as they happen, but you guys can prep and start rolling dice if you would like.
I remember.
That's fine, you don't have to. Does hit.
Lightning.
Okay.
Lightning.
It is 15 AC, so
when did I give you advantage with Guiding Bolt? For 1.
Additional 2d6, you said?
Oh, wait.
2d6.
Hold on.
So that's going to be your normal slashing and then 4d6 fire.
Never mind. That's not how Guiding Bolt works. Never mind. Rev gets advantage.
Okay.
9 slashing and 15 fire.
39 for the first strike. I mean, heck, Myetharia might kill this thing on her own, so...
Second one is 19 to hit.
That's it. I see, Ryan, yours did hit also.
Oh, it did?
Yep.
So I guess I didn't have to use precision strike.
12
Well, you still
fire,
can.
12 fire, 8 slashing.
24, 32 on the next strike.
And third and last. 21 to hit.
Yep. Jack, do I need to make a save for you?
Yep, deck save, please.
15.
33 points of lightning damage as I fire off a lightning bolt right in the middle of him.
Nice.
9 slashing and 6, 10, 14 fire.
28, 37 for that last strike. That was how much lightning?
33.
33. He is actually resistant to lightning, but not immune. So he takes 16 from that. Bryn, what do you got?
So
the mace,
I did guiding bolt, which I hit for 29, 14 radiant damage.
Very nice.
And then the spiritual weapon hit for 19 and 11 radiant damage.
Perfect. And Rev, you don't have to spend your point there, because by the time that your sword sinks in, this elemental is exploding in icy wind, and the room, it appears, is secure.
Nice. The room.
It is not without cost. As you look around the room, half of those who were there, roughly, in the room at the time, are now instead dead icicles around the room. The other half, outside of Simeon, Xavius, and Kiernan, still appear to be stunned and frozen in place, although a couple people here and there are beginning to shake off from their stupor.
Bryn, can we save any of them?
I can't. Myetharia, do you have that spell I taught you?
Spare dying people?
No, the gentle repose.
I don't think I have that at all.
No? It's a lower level one. Let me see.
It's like...
I can cast it as a ritual, but it takes 10 minutes to do it once.
See if I even...
Oh, it costs 10 minutes to do it regardless. It's only a ritual.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not practical.
No, there's nothing I can do.
As you kind of go around to check on the survivors the best that you can look out the windows, and you see General Xavius himself has also stepped up to this window to look out and out amongst the city. Nearly a quarter mile of the city is covered in ice, just coated. Buildings are damaged from what appears to have been hail that rained from the sky all around. Most everyone who was in the streets when the attack happened is dead. A huge swath of people just dead in the streets.
Bryn.
As he looks down, looking out the window, looking down at this devastation, Xavius kind of growls to himself, vehement. We will not suffer this wound quietly. The Scourge has lived up to its name and proven that we cannot afford to let this obelisk reach its full power. We can be ready in days. Should the Regessians drive us off, we'll bring in another 1,000 troops the next day, and another 1,000, until the dogs of Leska face every man, woman, and child of our alliance. We shall break this hanging sword. As he says the last words, he starts stomping out the doors, into the hallway, and down towards the street. You were going to say something, Jack. I thought I'd give you the opportunity if you'd like to.
Yeah, I was, but then I thought better of it. I was going to ask for you to cast see invisibility on me, and I was going to fly out to see if I could find as an iffy, but he probably used the Scourge to cast that on us. We're probably not here.
We still heard the song, though.
Yeah.
I would imagine that. Well, I don't know. What do you think? I would imagine that he could have cast that through the Scourge from where he's at.
I want to. I don't feel like the danger's gone. I don't know.
All right, Bryn, can you help me see invisible things for a little while?
Oh, you see invisible things. Yeah. Let me make sure I can cast on other people.
Well, I'm gonna.
Nope. I can see other things.
It's on stealth?
Yep.
So that was the weapon, then? That was the weapon that they just used on us?
But it seemed like, at least. I
Not
feel
as
like
full
just
potential,
looking
probably.
I was going to say, just looking at what it wrought, while it's potent indeed, I scarcely think that is all that it could wreak at full power.
That was just a taste.
We have work to do, not just in collecting, but also in the people around us, as he kind of looks towards the bodies that are starting to thaw out around him in the room. Says, we should get to work, but meet back with us this evening after we've checked in on everything. We need to start gathering allies, Bryn, and quickly, and for that we will need your help.
Okay. So many times I can do that today.
I kind of want to see if we can head out into the streets to see if there's anything we can do, or see any, I don't know, any hints as to what we're looking for. I don't know.
As you're kind of walking through the streets and looking at it, there's a much different vibe from the last time that you were here. Last time, parading almost through these streets, the singing of the masses around you, the cheering, the jubilation that occurred. Now instead you're hearing the wailing, the crying of those who will no longer see a loved one make it home at night. Those that were caught maybe just out of reach, just inside a doorway as they watched everyone in the street freeze, turn to ice, and shatter. It's a much more somber affair as you walk your way through. And unfortunately, with the state of these, the attack that happened and the state of the results, basically, there really is nothing that you can do for these people besides help rebuild the damage that has been done and help mourn the missing.
Do we see any evidence as to what caused this?
I don't think that you would see any evidence to what caused it, but I would say that Jack could give some studying into what he thinks happened. And especially after what you made the check during combat to kind of look into that sort of thing as well. What you can tell happened to some extent here, at least, is an ice storm was cast that was amplified drastically. Of course, it was not only in potency, but also in area. And it doesn't look to have been perfectly accurate, at least as well as you can see. Parts of it overlapped outside of the city where really not much was hit. But a good chunk of it was centered near the Lyceum, at least. It also summoned a handful of elementals, not just the ones that you guys fought, but there were some in the streets also that moved through to the best of their abilities for a brief time before dispersing. And the last thing that it seems to have done is it cast a full area power word stun on the entire region, basically, for a quarter mile around, so that there was no ability for anyone to help or to resist. You know, strangely, that you guys were resistant to this effect. And as you kind of reach out and talk to people about this, you find out that Kiernan, in his infinite wisdom, in some ways, had people who were casting warding magic around your desk in order to keep you specifically safe amongst this. Because he feared that any attack that would come upon this area would either be focused on Simeon or the torch holder. And so those were the two locations that he tried to keep as safe as he could. And therefore, the power word stun never actually had an effect on you guys, despite not having 150 hit points to resist it. But it did have an effect on everyone else in the room, basically. Your seats, effectively, were protected by a variant of a non-detection spell, which meant that anyone who tried to cast magic, basically, on the people residing in those seats could not view them as a target.
Pretty cool.
So it wasn't just a big area attack. It was a straight up slaughter.
It was a premeditated and effective assault, both in terms of neutralizing the people in the region and then devastating them while they can't fight back. The last thing that you can learn is that it feels like this magic had a slightly different quality to the weave of it, where you've been a little familiar because you've been exposed to it periodically. It had almost like an infernal aspect to it, as though this magic was coaxed through not just nice hand signals, not just normal arcane methods, but almost like some sort of gathering focus in a way that used an infernal lens to cast this magic through. You're not entirely sure of all the how it works and stuff, but if you kind of broach this subject with Simeon, he would tell you that the obelisk that they're talking about, that they've interpreted the plans and the information about, it uses a focus, and in this case he thinks it's likely that they use some sort of ice devil as its focus in order to cast this icy magic that came through. Different foci, different lenses effectively could cause different effects at this range.
Weird.
If this weapon was finished.
I heard all that.
Huh.
So then what was that singing we were hearing? It sounded like...
I'm coming, wait!
It sounded...
It sounded like the Song of Forms.
That's what I was going to say.
There's only 3 people outside of the Fire Forest that know the Song of Forms. Well, 4. Because Winry, you know it too.
Huh?
It's myself and Tilgen and Etanifi.
I doubt this
I
doubt this was Tilgen, so I guess that only leaves one option here. How is he involved in all of this? I mean, is he working for Leska?
We know through Rev's vision that he was at least connected to Leska. There was a time when I really looked up to Etanifi.
So what do we do now?
Find him. Kill him.
Easier said than done.
Rest and talk to us.
Let's do that.
Yeah. I think it's time for
All the dead.
little sit down.
Powwow, if you will.
For what it's worth, I thought I'd drag you guys over so you can kind of see the relative size of this attack. This is roughly a quarter-mile radius, and this is roughly where it happened. These buildings, 100% not to scale. But I just wanted you guys to be able to see, on an area, so to speak, perspective, the size of the attack. So while not encompassing the entire place of Sequin or anything like this, it did carve a substantial chunk out of a central area of it.
Rab, you're from Sequin, aren't you? Don't you want to check on anyone?
Yeah, I'll go check on Tommen, I guess. See how he's doing.
Fortunately for him, Tommen was down at the docks at the time, and therefore was not within the range of the assault. It barely makes it into the harbor area, and so Tommen and his job would not be significantly affected, although a lot of the kind of warehouses and suppliers might be in that sort of area as well, and therefore would be feeling the residual effects.
Yeah, I'm sure there's nobody in Sequin who isn't probably affected in some way.
Mm-hmm.
Well, unless we have any specific plans, I think we just rest and then head back to Samina at night.
I agree.
Well, in that evening meeting, Bryn, the thought is put out there for you guys. Actually, I didn't quite draw that big enough. Thought is put out there for you. Sorry, it's even actually slightly bigger than I'd said. More like that. The next phase of what needs to be done is gathering the allies. And in order to do that, they need your assistance to pull them through portals. While they don't need you to actually cast any spells, they do need you to use the torch as part of these castings in order to elongate the time that these portals can be open.
And, take no damage.
Right,
yeah,
and take no damage. This way, their goal is to put together a group of around 5,000 to 7,000 people, as they think that that's about how many they can get through in the amount of time that your extension gives them. And they'd like to, if possible, gather a chunk of people from every area, just to kind of spread the who's there, and also like the damage, so to speak, from taking so many men out from where they might be needed elsewhere. For instance, Dassen is still trying to, needing to hold the pass to some extent against Regesia in the long run. So taking too many men from any one place could be dangerous, but everyone is willing to supply what they can.
How do we know we're not going to get attacked again?
Well, that's the hard part. As Becca disconnects, we don't.
It totally. Yeah. No, sorry.
It just attacked Becca.
Yeah.
It was a banishment on Becca specifically that was cast. We don't, for sure. But we can only gather so fast. We need a day or two, maybe 3 or 4, in order to get everyone together. As soon as we can, and as soon as we can get out there, we launch our attack. But if we begin this strike with just you against an army, no matter how powerful you are, you will be ground down and killed.
Do we move our operations away from the Lyceum?
I was going to actually suggest that maybe move it to the sunken prison.
To where? The sunken prison?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I didn't have a suggestion, but that's as good a place as any. At least somewhere where they might not know that's where we're at, so that
you're speaking of our meeting specifically, not gathering the army, correct?
Well, I think the armies gathered should be at different spots across Sequin, so theoretically they can't get all of us.
We can keep them more on the outskirts. That is a very valuable decision.
And unless the Lyceum has more protective wards or whatever, if we can keep important people maybe somewhere safer, like the sunken prison, then that's a good idea.
Kiernan, you can see on the side, is kind of nodding to himself as you're speaking it. He's like, I hate to leave this place. It is a welcome safe haven, but the wards have not done enough. While they were helpful, they are not everything. Perhaps obscurity is the better choice. I yield to your wisdom. I will do what I can to keep this place, that place safe.
I can, if we know of any that are ready, I can start bringing people in tonight. I can do it 4 times tonight and then 5 tomorrow.
We have others who will cast the rituals. We need only for you to be going through the portal first.
So I don't have to use the charges then?
That's right.
Whoa.
Its proximity effectively is enough to grant its benefits.
Fancy.
That's cool.
What their research made them find out.
Yep. That's the sort of thing that they were testing and working on.
It says you want anything teleported with you or by the torch. So yeah, it's me or the torch. Mm-hmm. That's different.
Nice. Whenever they do this, I want to be there to not oversee, but just watch.
Mm-hmm. Fortunately for everyone, the next 3 days actually, pass by, well, not quickly, efficiently at least, and without any greater attack coming down. You don't know if it requires a cooldown or a recharge period, or if this was working as fast and furious as they could and something broke. You have no idea what happened on the other side, but at the very least, no further explosions happen within the city while you're collecting everyone. On the last day... Yep.
I was just curious if we got aid from Ostalin, because Bonin Daman said that he would... I think that he said he would support us if the monastery did.
So he did give that idea, and it wasn't talked about during the meeting, and you could have actually pressed on this, interestingly, at the time. But the Ostalin soldiers from Anam Daman are not willing to be committed at this point in time.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Okay.
At some point, too,
they didn't give a reason why.
I mean, it wasn't asked, so no, not at this time.
Didn't he say that if we befriended Hylas, that he would consider us allies?
Mm-hmm.
So we're his allies, but doesn't mean he's coming out.
He's just not committing men to the cause yet.
So he didn't mean allies, he meant buddies.
Hey, I know that guy. At some point over the 3 days, can I talk with Simeon and say, I fully understand north is where we must go. That's where the weapon is. That's where a large amount of the forces are. But what are our plans with Gate Pass?
Gate Pass was to be the next spot that we assaulted, or the first that we assaulted. Unfortunately, this answer has been taken from us, at least for now. But know that it is next on my list, and first and foremost amongst the remaining. Once this weapon is dealt with, the city is next.
Okay.
Good
and
question.
We cannot strike forth while this sword hangs above us. If we do, we risk throwing it all away. We need to remove that first, and then...
So it's been about a week.
I do have something for each of you. If it would be of help. You know that you will have some benefits in this. First, I want you to know that you will have fly cast on each of you for this assault. That's what I wanted to say. We will also be providing each of you with a hero's feast prior to going through the portal. We also have for you a considerable amount of potions to be used, as there will not be time for you to be resting. This assault is very time sensitive. As such, I have for each of you 10 greater healing potions and 4 superior healing potions.
Is that total, or you said each?
Each.
Wow.
10 and 4?
Resting will not be an option during this. So, make sure that you have enough provisions before we go. You can buy, for your information, any consumable that you would like to prior to this trip. I know you've already done most of that, but I just wanted to put it out there once more, just in case. The last thing that I have for each of you is effectively, the best that I can describe it, as an upgrade. Bryn, if you don't mind, I'll start with yours. And he reaches out for, or kind of holds his hand out towards the amulet that he has given you previously that's around your neck.
I'll take it off and hand it over. If you don't mind.
And he takes out what is effectively a scroll, gives an incantation, and the scroll's magic is infused into the amulet, and I will have to change this for you, but it will bump up your amulet to a +2 instead of a +1 amulet of the devout.
Damn.
So that's going to give me another channel divinity?
And I think it also raises your spell DC, if I remember correct. Yep.
Wow.
Which I think is
the channel divinity is clutch.
That's awesome.
Jack, for you, he reaches out and just touches the elven chain that you're wearing, and it becomes a greater elven chain of fire resistance, which just adds an extra +1 AC onto it as an additional benefit.
Nice.
Myetharia, your rapier, I guess, as he reaches out to infuse them, become a +2 flame tongue rapier now.
Oh. Nice.
Winry, the stone floating around you, is now an Ioun stone of greater protection, which is a +2 instead of a +1. And Rev, the best I could find for you that I think would be the most helpful are these, and he produces a set of gloves. These are gloves of thievery that you can add to your character.
Interesting.
As I know that you love to be able to remove the essential items off of people.
Gloves of thievery.
The gloves of thievery give you a I think it's +5 if I remember right, benefit to your sleight of hand checks and dexterity checks to pick locks.
Ooh.
Nice.
I hope that all of these will be effective for you all. I will go through after this, by the way, and bump up everybody's items. Maybe that will be on Friday once we have real internet back. We'll see.
It's worked surprisingly well.
Should just exist, so you should be able to just add those. The other ones I'll have to modify.
I'm trying to find it.
Oh, are they not in there? They're just standard item.
I can never find anything, but I'm also a dum-dum.
Whatever. Well, while you're wearing them, they are invisible while they are worn, interestingly enough. So you don't look like you're wearing gloves, but
you know they're fingerless.
Yeah, well, sure. You get a +5 bonus to sleight of hand checks and dexterity checks to pick locks. They're from just the standard DMG, so I'm surprised that they're not in there, but I don't know.
Yeah, sorry, man. I don't know.
Oh, you're fine. I'll add them afterwards.
How many healing potions again?
It is 10 greaters and 4 superiors. That, I believe, is the best part of what I can do to assist you in this.
That's a lot. Thank you. This will go a long way to helping us.
I would say, as you well know, the Regessians are known for their anti-magic and counterspelling capabilities, so I would not overload too much on pre-buffing effects if given the choice, as I would be wary that they might be removed. For everyone, tonight, at midnight, we are set to begin.
Oh shit.
Guildmistress Larkins will open a teleportation circle, which will target a small sheltered valley about a half-mile from the entrance to Frost Needle's Eye. Hopefully that gives us enough time to get everyone through and organized prior to being noticed. Bryn, you will have to pass through first. And then everyone else will be safe as we go through. We'll try to pass through as many soldiers as we can safely. And when we arrive, we organize, we get set, and then we assault the Eye all together. As we said before, you'll be with us up until we disable that scrying sheet. And at that point, the mission rests entirely on your shoulders to break us free from the yoke of the Scourge. In preparation for tonight, you have one last chance to buy anything that you would like to buy, consumables, spell scrolls, anything like this. And we'll do that between now and the next session, as this great cliffhanger of about to begin the assault on Frost Needle's Eye will be where we end tonight's session.